We've got some baby almonds on the tree. So today we've just spent the day tidying up. We've poisoned some of the weeds between the pavers, pulled out some of the big clumps of weeds here. I did some weeding between my onions, harvested a collie that was here, and there's some more that are still developing. There's a nice one there. The kale just keeps growing massive. So I've harvested all my broccoli and I've just put the leaves down there to compost in place, add some more organic matter to the soil. Look, my peonies are popping up. I'm excited for them, hopefully they grow a lot bigger. Heaps of mandarins still to eat off the mandarin tree. I have pulled down the Yakumo snow pea, giant snow pea plants over here, and I've planted a second lot of just regular snow peas, so they can grow up and have some more snow peas from them. This one was planted a while back, so it's got plenty of fruit on it, so it's been in the ground a bit earlier. Today I also pruned my jalapenos, ready for some growth. I hope that they will take off. They've been in this bed this whole time over winter, so I've just cut back all the dead growth affected by the frosts, and I've also planted out my capsicum plants. So these were just in a bucket in my greenhouse, in a bucket of water. So I've given them a trim, planted them. I'm not expecting all of them to take, some of them will probably die, but I've watered them in quite well, given them a prune. So we'll see what happens. Today was a beautiful sunny day, about 19-20 degrees. Public holiday here in Australia. So it was a great day to get some stuff done in the garden. There's some old snow peas composting. And I did a whole bunch of weeding. The pavers look so much better. The strawberries there. My potatoes, I planted some potatoes in here, and they're starting to pop up. So that'll be good. But as you can see, plenty more weeding still to be done. It never ends. These ranunculus are so gorgeous. I've never grown them before, but I'm really loving this salmon colour. Also this kind of burgundy as well. But I've got a whole range of colours: pink, white, and yellow, and some red and oranges. I harvested some sprigs of asparagus this morning, so they're starting to wake up slowly. What are you doing? I've also gone and harvested my beetroots today. I have just ripped the leaves off, the greens, and I've just put them down to compost on the soil. You can eat them, and I do add them into salads, but at this time of year I don't really eat much salad, and I'm just gonna preserve the beetroots. So maybe in summer, when I've got my next planting of beetroots, those leaves can be used, added into lettuces and any other types of greens for a salad. So this bed, I'm slowly just clearing out some beds, getting room, making room for some spring crops. There's some some supermarket spring onions that we bought from the supermarket. You just use them once, plant them, and they keep growing. So you can see they're starting to regrow again. Here is some beetroot and carrots. They're big enough now that I can take the covers off. So these were planted probably about 2 months ago, so winter sowing, so they've taken a while to get to this point. Mixed with some spring onion from seed as well. But these looking lush. Even these you could harvest the leaves and add them into whatever you want. I haven't thinned these, so they are quite close together, but when they get a bit bigger then I'll come and thin them out. My avocado is doing okay, starting to put on some new growth. Just try and focus that. Some here. So the leaves aren't looking too bad, like too good. They got affected by the frost, even with the frost bags around them. But they're about to put on some new growth, which is nice. I'll show you this little asparagus here. Oh, this one's about to pop up. So there's 2 there, 1 there, another one in there. And I've harvested probably 2 from this section already. And there's another asparagus plant in here. So you can see from there, I harvested that this morning. The chickies are doing well. They've been out all day while we were out here. I found a good system that works for them because at this time of year I'm planting a lot of seedlings and I'm trying to keep it clean, and the chickens just get into everything and they dig up my seedlings, spread the mulch around everywhere and just make a mess. So I don't want them really getting into everything for the next few months while the plants establish and get bigger. So my system, I put them in a veggie bed and I just cover the net and I clip it on and it encloses them, so they're free to dust bath, dig around, do whatever they want, eat the green manure, and it keeps them contained as well as some of the soil contained that they're scratching up. And that seems to be a good system. I can leave them there. I can leave them there for a few hours while I'm inside. Nothing's going to get them, no birds, like big birds and cats and whatever else. Although we've got the 2 dogs here, so we don't have many predators for the chickens. They have a pretty easy life. Lemon's still going well. The herbs have just taken off as well. We've got some thyme here, sage. Everything's looking so lush and beautiful. Lemon balm. The weather's warming up. We've got more daylight hours. I've got my blueberry, all the flowers on here. Everything looks good. Hopefully they convert into berries, that'd be nice. So let's have a look in my greenhouse at all my seedlings that I've got going. I've got all my tomatoes, some loofahs. You can see how much growth they've put on in just a few weeks. I'm gonna have to probably pot on and separate the tomatoes and some of the loofahs and like zinnias and all that kind of stuff. They're getting too big for these little seed trays. But yeah, I'm really happy with how they're progressing. Tomatoes looking good. The beefsteak ones were actually seed saved from last season. So I bought a plant from Bunnings and then it had really nice large fruit, and I saved the seed just on some paper towel, and then I took them off the paper towel and planted them this year, and they've pretty much all germinated. That's 100% germination. So I'm really impressed with that. And then this one, not so much good, not so good germination. This one's probably sitting at about 80% germination, so that's okay. We've got these ones too, the Roma tomatoes. These ones definitely need to be potted on. Yeah. Jump, jump, jump. These silly doggies. Where's the ball? Get it. Chop, chop. Good girl. So having a look over here, I've got heaps more as well. bunch of spinach, cucumbers starting to pop up. So a lot of these are like summer varieties, as well as some winter like greens that I was just using up the seed packets of. Got lemon balm, some snake beans. I'm going to try them this year, we'll see how they go. I know they can get quite large, the plant. Dill popping up, rocket popping up. These at the back were very old packets of seeds, so I'm not fussed if they don't pop up or not. Lemon balm, spinach. These are 2 zucchinis that I've potted on already. I've got all these zucchinis which have popped up. Some of the different varieties, so there's Black Beauty. I think this one is golden. And there was a rond as well, rondinice, this one. But that hasn't popped up yet. Some lemon basil. No peppermint just yet. Cumin's popping up, sage is popping up, holy basil's popping up. And then down here is some of the flowers that I've had that I've just repotted so they can get a bit bigger. Bush beans, snow peas, and I've got butternut pumpkins growing there. I have planted more seeds than what I need for my garden. I am going to try and sell some, maybe at a market or on Facebook, just some extra seedlings to people. We'll give that a go this year, just to make a little bit of money from one of my passions. So we'll see how that turns out. Now's the time to be doing this, even just sharing extra seedlings with like buy, swap, sell and gardening groups. What are you doing? Alice, off. Don't squish my borage. So yeah, like plant swap groups, which is nice to do as well. So I might do another round of seeding as well, but I'll do that when I have a lot of these planted out in the garden. So even back here we did a big weeding day. It was just getting out of control with this spring weather. So now it's all tidied up, looking a bit nicer, and we've poisoned in between the pavers because it's hard to dig that up. I've got a gorgeous calendula flower here that it's self-seeded, so that must have been blown down the little hallway here. It's amazing what a clean space can do for you. That space just happens to be my garden, but just organising and cleaning, tidying up, weeding just made such a difference to how I feel coming out here. You can see the birds have gotten into this already. I'm constantly sweeping up after the birds. And yeah, it's been a great day. So thanks for coming along with this walk through my garden with me. It's been a really good gardening day, really productive, getting some jobs done. If you liked this video, if you could like and subscribe, I'd really appreciate that, and I can't wait to see you next time. Bye. Get it. Good girl.